Okay, good afternoon. Here we are. Uh, we I wanted to get in earlier, just to give enough time for all of you to connect. Today we are not teaching. Today what we are doing is just a simple meeting, an informative meeting. Um, I have to say that the majority of you in this subject are doing a great job with the homeworks. The majority. There are some of you who who actually miss or are missing some of the homeworks. For example, one case is Eudi de Dios. Eudi is, I don't know where, lost in paradise. He only took the exam. We also have few people, like two more, that are missing a few homeworks, but that's okay. That's not a great deal. That's not bad. That's very good. So congratulations, the majority of you do homework. Now, be careful if you copy homeworks from your classmates from this subject, which is Saturdays, or from the other subjects, because I'm always revising all the works that you produce. I'm telling you now, just for you not to lose your time copying from another person and believing that you're gonna get the points, okay? Next week, next Saturday, we have the second exam at this time at 2 o'clock p.m. The exam, I am planning to give it, I am planning to give it in the OEM platform. And if it doesn't work, if the OEM platform doesn't work, I'm going to give you the exam in Edmodo again. But we'll see. 2 days before, I'm going to tell you like how we're gonna do it, because I gotta make sure that everything works fine. That's another thing. The exam is going to come mainly 80% of the exam is going to come from the lesson 4 and lesson 5. Okay, so it's coming from lesson 4, which is sentence stress and rhythm, and lesson 5 that we saw last week, that is rising falling intonation. So the majority of questions are coming from those two lessons, and then a few questions are coming from the past ones. I mean, in that 20% is general knowledge that you're supposed to have so far about phonetics in a general aspect. Give me a second here. Sorry, there was a noise here. Okay. So yes, as I was saying, so next week exam, lesson 4 and 5, 80% of them, the 80% of the exam comes from that. Then a 20% is general from all the rest of the lessons that we have given. Uh, Also, it's gonna be at the same time, 2 o'clock, and it's gonna be so far, I'm planning to do it on the OEM platform, and if not, then we'll give it in Edmodo as the first exam. I don't know if you have any questions so far about the exam, about the subject, about any exercise that I can answer for you. Do you have any questions? I guess you are not listening to me, huh? Okay, that's okay, don't worry. If you have no questions, then I'm going to ask questions to you. So the first question is coming for you, Vimary. Vimary, um, how many kinds of words do we have in English? Vimary is not listening to me. She's only there. Uh, then we continue with Syra. Syra, can you give a definition of content words? Syra is not there either. So we continue. Uh, we continue with Leandro. Leandro, what are function words?
Okay, teacher. Function words are all the auxiliary like would, must, should, and all that make it function.
Very good, very good. That's right, that's right. Very nice. Um, okay, Diana, I have a question for you, Diana Castro. What is the problem? What is the problem with the verbs? When we talk about function words and content, what is the problem with the verbs?
I don't know, teacher.
You don't know? That's okay. Don't worry. That is fine. Then we continue with Angelina. Angelina, what is the problem with the verbs? Verbs in when we talk about content and function words. What is the problem with them?
I don't know, teacher.
Oh, I'm not listening to you, Angelina. You have the mute on. I didn't hear what you said. All right, we continue with the questions then. I'm gonna go to Misael Salvador. Misael, uh, how do you know that a sentence has rising falling intonation? How do you know? No, Misael, we are not listening
Teacher,
to you.
I have problems with the verbs.
Oh, you know, Stephanie? Okay, go on.
I guess. Writers sometimes use a incorrect tense or don't know how to use the past participle forms or irregular verbs.
Mhm. Right, right. That is true. Now, how do you know that a verb, I mean, this is for everyone. Anybody who knows the answer could raise the hand. If nobody raises hand, then I'm gonna ask directly. How do you know that a verb is content and not function? How do you know? If you have a sentence and you have a verb which is there, how do you know that is content and not function? That's okay, Andy. Try to fix it, try to fix it. Okay, then I'm gonna repeat the question. This one goes for Vimary. Vimary, the auxiliaries. Are content or function words?
Um, Fortune war.
Function words. All right. Syra, I go back with you. Um, I
I got no
love you.
problem.
What was that? What did you say? But I haven't asked the question to you. Maybe she's having problem with the audio. Yes, Andy, go on. If I say, I hate to be here, hate is content or function? All right, Andy, you have problems with the audio, but you can write it if you want. I hate to be here. The verb hate. Function. Yes, that's right. That's right. It's not function. It's content because remember, look, 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 look. I hate to be here, right? Hate is a content word because it's a verb. You see, it's a state, it's an action here. Now, let's do this exercise, okay? It's not an exercise, it's only a sentence that I'm going to give you here. And you will have to say if it is content or if it is function, all right? I have this sentence that is Maria is traveling to New York at noon, right? Uh, or I can say, hold on. I can say, yes, I will leave it there at noon. That's okay. Now, I'm gonna start asking questions now. And this one is for Samuel. Samuel, Maria, is content or
Here. Maria is traveling to New York at noon.
yeah,
Is
but
con
Maria,
is
content or function?
is content teacher?
All right, very good.
I
Then we
think so.
continue. Yeah, very good. We continue to Leandro. Leandro, is content or function?
Function word.
Very good. Now, Angelina, traveling, is content or function?
It's country.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
It's country.
Content or function?
Country.
All right, very good. Then we have uh, two, and this one is for you, Diana. Two is content or function?
Content.
Content. Okay. Who agrees with Diana? Who said yes? Who said no? That two is content. Two is content. Who say yes and who say no? Is the question. Syra, what do you say?
He,
Two is content or function?
It's content.
Content. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now let me
teacher,
ask.
I say content.
You said
No,
content. I know. I'm just asking who goes with you, who agrees with you, who else says that 2 is content. Then one question for you then, Diana. Why 2 is content? Why? Why is this one content? 2.
Content.
Why is content is the question. Because look, Maria is content because it is a
Maria.
noun. It is a name, Maria. Is function because it is an auxiliary. Traveling is content because it's the verb. And 2 is content because of what? What is the grammatical name of 2?
I say no, teacher,
Okay, okay, you say no. Why?
because uh, it's a function and simple preposition.
Is function, right? It is function. But how do we call that word in grammar? Because Maria is a noun. Traveling is a verb. Is an auxiliary. And 2 is what? What is the grammar?
2 is a proposition.
2 is a preposition. And that's right, it is function word. Because if you say 2,
Proposition.
Preposition.
to who? To me, to you, to New York, to Dominican Republic, to who, to what? So, you know, that is a preposition, and prepositions are not content words. Prepositions are function words, as we saw there. All right, very good, very good. Okay, so we have the next one, New York. New York. Is content or function? Let's see who wanna say it. If you wanna say it, just put your mute. I mean, enable your microphone and say if it is content or function. New York.
I think that is a function.
That is function, right? Okay. Anybody else? Any other opinion? Any other idea? Content or function? Okay, one question. One question for you. What is New York? What is New York? Like if a person tells you,
A
what is New
city.
York? A city, right? Okay. So New York is a name of a city?
Yes.
Then if it is a name of a city, isn't it content word? Because we say that all the names are content words. So if New York is a name, I believe is a content word because it has meaning. When I asked, what is New York? You gave me a definition right away. You told me it is a city. So if it has definition, then that means it's a content word. Then we continue with at. At. At is content or function?
Function.
Is concha.
Content. Okay. Okay.
Function.
Function. Okay. Vimeri content, Stephanie function. Leandro, what do you say?
I heard, teacher, that all the preposition are function words.
Okay, and at is a preposition, right? Just like
Yeah.
to. All right. So Leandro gave the explanation. At is function word because it is a preposition. Remember that I told you that you need to study the lesson 4 because lesson 4 is the one that we are going to use for the following chapters. If you don't handle, if you don't manage, if you don't know what is a verb, what is a preposition, what is an adverb, what is an adjective, then you're going to have problems because the only way for us to know which one is stress, which one is not stress, which one has the high tone and which one has not the high tone, you're supposed to know the grammatical name of the words. If you don't handle this, make sure you go back and you study. Yes, Andy, you're right. At is function. Now we have a final word, and the final word is nun. Nun. Content or function? Nun. What is nun? A question for you. What is nun? Andy says it is content. Why, Andy? Why is content? What is nun? Leandro, go on. In the meantime, that Andy writes. Go on.
Okay. Doing is an verb, time a verb,
Uh-huh. Are
and
you
is
sure? Are you sure?
Noun is a
yeah.
substantive.
It's a substantive? Okay. Andy says because it has meaning. Yes, it has meaning. Okay. I don't know if you know these words. Hold on. Do you know these words that I'm putting on the board?
Yes.
What are these
Yes.
words? What are these words? What? When we say them, what are we talking about? What are we referring to? Maybe the question is kind of difficult, but let me put it here. Daytime, Andy says. Yes, Andy. Yes, moments. Andy says moments. Okay, so we have the
Time.
time, right? Yes. So we have morning, afternoon, evening, and night. These are how we divide a day. So these are the moments of the day. Okay. So morning is a name for one time of the day. Okay. Which is the first time of the day, morning. The afternoon, we have that this is the middle time, the middle moment of the day, right? And what about noon? Noon. Noon is 12 o'clock, right? Noon is 12. So noon is the name for a moment of the day. And that's it. It's a name. So if it is a name, then is content. It is like night, okay? Adverb of time, someone said, yes, we can get confused with that, okay? But don't forget that the adverbs of time don't refer actually to to 1 day period, okay? For example, what I mean is that within the day, because you can say daily, right? You can say monthly, right? So this is giving you reference of time. You can put it yearly, for example. You can say yesterday. You can talk about tomorrow, right? So all those, yes, they refer to time, all of them. So those are the ones that we call the adverbs of time. And that's it. You see, I wanted to give you this exercise because you need to think on the exam. I'm putting that on the exam because I know that you don't manage that. So I have to put it there to see if you study today and by next Saturday, you you have learned something more than what you know today. Don't forget about the rising falling intonation. Uh, in which type of sentences do we put rising falling intonation? In which type of sentences is the question? Yes, Leandro, can you tell us one?
Okay, teacher. A statement.
In statements, okay? In statements, we put rising falling intonation. Does anyone else know in which other type we add the rising falling intonation besides the statement? No, I see you guys don't know, huh? All right. Oh, yes, Leandro.
WH question.
WH questions
Commands.
and commands. Very good, very good. So yes, that's how we use the rising falling intonation. But anyways, I'm not gonna keep reviewing because that is your part. You have to study at home, and some of you are not studying. If you don't study, I don't know how you're gonna pass the test. So make sure that you study. And that's it. I'm not gonna talk anymore about those topics because this is the time for you to study yourself. And we've been here for 40 minutes already. If you have a question now about the exam, about the homeworks, or any question that might come to your mind, you can ask now. I'm here to answer any question before we finish. Well, I see that nobody has questions. You know, I really like this class because it's very easy for me. I don't have to explain a lot, no questions, you know. Yeah, very nice. Uh, so that's it. That's it. So remember, next week, exam at the same time. We'll do it through the platform that we decide, whether Edmodo or the OEM platform, but I will let you know like 2 days before. So I see you later.
All right, teacher.
All right.